Hello and welcome again. I just want to do a follow-up video on these leather breeches that I got from Crazy Crow. And yes, I know the cut is not correct on these, and the actual this type of leather material is also really not period correct, but I bought them, I wore them. What I found out, and it said, Crazy Crow said, when you order them, to order them a size larger than you normally wear, which I did, but I also gained weight since I had ordered them. I did wear them a couple of weeks ago for an event down in William Harris Homestead, Monroe, Georgia, and I'll have a clip from that.
Well, here we go. Come on, let me get that for you, sir. I know I'm old. These pants are still tight. I gotta get them straight. They haven't been good at the knees. I can't bend far enough.
It's issues that I'm going to have to deal with these. Now, one, because actually I was asked there if they were comfortable. Actually, yes, they're very comfortable. The problems that I had was the waistband. I was having trouble buttoning because it's way too snug, and like I said, I just left it loose in the back. Now I know the leather's going to give. By the time I took them off, the buttonholes had worked out, so I'm going to grease these down and work on the buttonholes to make them easier to load. And the knees on these, for me, were extremely tight. Matter of fact, they were so tight that I had trouble bending my knees enough to go pick something up off the ground. So I'm going to try greasing them out, and then I'll probably wear them next month when I'm down there. I don't think I'll wear them this weekend. I'm going to Fort Loudon, but the 1st of April I will be back down at William Harris Homestead with our 1790s group, where we're doing backcountry Georgia settlers. And the guys we have our own little militia group there, and that's the videos that I've been putting out here lately are from that. So anyway, just to give an update on them, the buttons, well, I like the fact that they have pewter buttons. These have really sharp edges too, so you have to be careful with the buttonholes being tight. Start pushing them in, they'd almost cut your fingers and thumbs a little bit. And like I said, the buttonholes are just barely big enough for the button to go through. And the ones that I have wore and stretched a little bit. So like I said, I've got a fid. I'm going to take a little fid. I'm going to put some either some shoe grease or neat's foot oil on there. Grease things up a little bit. And I may have to move this button because it's got one for this strap. And I may have to move it up a little bit to give me a little more room in the legs. Because, I mean, they're supposed to be tight at the knees, but these are so tight that I can walk fine with them, but if I go to bend my knees too far, they just are too restrictive. But, that being said, they're tight here and tight at the waistband, but they do have the full ample seat like they should have, so there's not any problem with bending at the hips and stuff. The leather's pretty comfortable. I would like it better if this was suede on both sides, so it would look more like they would have been in the period, but it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you find that informative, and thank you.